Chhatrapati Sahu Phule Ambedkar College of Agriculture, ASTI, affiliated to Vasantrao Nayak Marathwada Krishi Vidyapith, Parbani. So now we are going to demonstrate on how to improve the low grade fodder to high grade in protein rich fodder by urea treatment. Now let me give an introduction on fodder treatment. Limited use of cereal straws in livestock feeding is due to their low voluntary intake, low protein content and low digestibility. Cereal straws of wheat, paddy, oat, barley, sorghum, bajra, etc. assume special significance as these constitute the large proportion of roughages, about 80%, and most of the livestock substitute on such fodders alone. The voluntary intake of straw is very low, thus the animals feed on such straws suffer from malnutrition. The objective of a straw treatment is to increase the digestibility of straw or the amount of voluntary consumed so that digestible energy intake by the animals from the straw is increased. The National Dairy Research Institute (NDRI) from Karnal have developed a technology of urea treatment of roughages. Efficiency of treating straw with urea for improving the nutritive value is considered equivalent to anhydrous or aqueous ammonia. However, the adoption rate of treatment, which means urea treatment, by the farmer is low, maybe due to the relatively tedious technology and higher requirement of labor. Urea is available in many parts of the country. It is relatively safe chemical and it is easy to store and easy to handle and easy to get dissolved in water. Urea treatment can be done in different ways depending on the local conditions and preferences, but some can be given regarding concentration of urea, duration of urea, treatment of urea, amount of water, and many way of stocking. Let's get into the procedure of urea treatment. There are few methods in urea treatment, among which we opted the chopped wheat straw.
Now we will demonstrate the actual process of urea treatment to the chopped wheat straw that is present in the trolley behind of us. We are conducting the demonstration to 100 kg of wheat straw. The wheat straw is collected with the help of a bucket that weighs about 800 grams of wheat straw per each bucket. First, we have collected 25 kg of wheat straw on the plastic sheet for equal spraying with the urea solution. Now we are adding 2 kg of urea in 15 liters of water in a bucket, and by use of a electrical knapsack sprayer, we are spraying it on the entire wheat straw. We are mixing the urea solution with the help of a stick for easy mixing. Now we are filling the knapsack sprayer with urea solution that is prepared with 2 kg of urea. For 100 kg of wheat straw, we need 4 kg of urea and about 30 liters of water for easy spraying. Now we are spraying the wheat straw with urea solution that we have prepared earlier for equal uniform distribution on the entire 25 kg of wheat straw that we have taken here.
The advantages of urea treatment are: the ingredients are readily available in the market. It is not hazardous during the process or treatment of roughages. The digestibility of organic matter and crude fiber also increases, leading to higher amount of available energy in the livestock. It increases protein content by 2 to 3 times. The urea treatment of straw does not cause any pollution problem.
Now we are adding the 25 kg of wheat straw as the second layer over the urea treated first layer of wheat straw. We are using a crate instead of bucket, as one crate is equivalent to 3 buckets, which is a time saving process for us for applying the layers over the Straw. Second layer is going to be ready in few minutes. Now we started spraying of the urea solution on the second layer of chopped wheat straw. The solution we made was about 15 liters. First, 7.5 liters was sprayed on the first layer. Now we are spraying the remaining solution on the second layer of wheat straw.
As our two layers are completed, which means 50 kg straw was spread and sprayed with urea solution. Now we are spreading the third layer of the straw, and we will discuss in detail about the treatment at the end of the demonstration. We had taken 2 kgs of urea in 15 liters of water for earlier 2 layers. Same process will be repeated as we are adding the remaining 2 kg of urea in 15 liters of water. Now we will mix the urea with the wooden stick till the urea gets completely dissolved in the water. As the urea solution is ready, we will now fill it in the sprayer for the spraying.
Now we are spraying the third layer of wheat straw. Uniform spraying is very much important as it helps in easy ammonification of the straw. As the surrounding temperature is high at the moment, the process have to be completed very fast as the high temperature leads to evaporation of sprayed solution faster. The duration of treatment can be variable depending on the region and season where the treatment is carried out.
Now we are adding the last 25 kgs of straw as the final layer. By this layer, we have completed our 100 kgs of wheat straw. Now we are spraying the urea solution on the final layer of the wheat straw. We have to spray the solution, not even leaving a single piece of wheat straw for easy ammonification. For that purpose, to get uniform mixing, we are mixing all the layers and spraying the solution simultaneously. To get uniform mixing, we are mixing it with hands. This is a polythene bag which is arranged in plastic bag. This set is commercially available in the market, especially for fodder treatment. This polythene bag helps in maintaining anaerobic condition. We are going to fill the treated straw in the bag. With the help of legs, we are making it compact. The compact stock has two advantages. Firstly, the effectiveness of ammonization process is better. Secondly, there are less chance of mold growth which leads to the spoilage of the straw. Chopped wheat straw compacts very well during the stock making. We are tying it with a rope to make it airtight by leaving a small gap but not the air in the bag. After tying the polythene bag, now we are tying the outer plastic bag with the rope. As the temperature of the heap affects the rate of hydrolysis of urea to ammonia. When the straw is treated under the conditions with an ambient temperature around 20 degrees Celsius during the daytime, the inside temperature in a urea treated straw stock can be as high as 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. We are marking the date of demonstration on the bag and we will allow it to react for about 3 weeks. Bigger stocks can control temperature better than the smaller stocks.
Animal does not prefer to consume the cereal straw roughages as they are hard and indigestible. By giving a fodder treatment with the urea, the material will become soft and easily palatable. And easily, as the fodder is undergone a chemical reaction with the urea, and urea is not a harmful chemical and it is readily available, which will ultimately increase the protein content and then this chemical reaction will break the lignocellulosic bonds between the cell wall and easily degrade the cell wall content of the material, which will ultimately make it easy to digest.
Now just see what happens with when we treat with urea treatment. Urea treatment improves the digestibility, intake and crude protein content of the straw. The excess of response to urea treatment in terms of straw quality is variable due to variation in initial straw quality. The increase in crude protein content caused by urea treatment is in the order of 4 to 5% units due to the addition of ammonia. Crude protein content increases are higher than what would we require in relation to the increased digestible energy availability in the rumen. The higher digestibility and intake is mainly caused by the increased rate and extent of cell wall degradation.
Now I will explain about the chemistry regarding urea treatment. The urea treatment is mainly done for release of ammonia. In the temperate countries where the temperature is very low, they use anhydrous or aqueous ammonia for the treatment of fodder. In the tropical countries like India, we use urea, and the actual chemistry under this process is that when we treat urea, the urea react with water to release ammonia and carbon dioxide.
Ammonia released by urea treatment will react with the moisture present in wheat straw and then forms ammonium hydroxide. The ammonium hydroxide that when consumed by the ruminant animal, the microorganism present in the ruminant stomach will take that ammonium hydroxide and then produce new proteins, as ammonia contain nitrogen. Nitrogen is a major constituent of protein amino acids. These will form new protein. Thus, it will increase the nutrient status of the fodder. The treated material serves as a maintenance ration for the cattle. However, we have to give concentrates and green fodder of at least 2 to 3 kg of green fodder to be supplemented to the animal per day based on the size. The treated urea fodder can be given to any ruminant animal that is above 6 months of age. Some studies show that when we feed only the untreated fodder to the cattle, will reduce the weight of animal by 100 to 200 grams per day, whereas when we feed the treated fodder to the animal weight is not decreasing and it is increasing by a rate of 50 to 100 grams per day when we feed it by only these treated fodder.
This treatment also acts as a preservative that minimizes the straw spoilage. In the economical point of view, feeding treated straw as basal ration on both the growth and milk production can reduce the allowance of the concentrate up to 25% without lowering down the productivity of the animals. By this, our demonstration has completed. We have shown the whole procedure of urea treatment and its application, its chemical values and its advantages.
So that we conclude that urea treatment not only helps in improving the fodder quality but also helps the farmer to increase the yields and by reducing the amount of concentrate.
If you think this video has helped you, please like, comment and share and subscribe to our channel.